What's up, everybody? Okay. Let me get into today's episode of General Hospital. Roger Howarth. I think he is playing Alexander Quartermaine. The reason why I wasn't sure if he was playing Alexander Quartermaine is because there's not a family member in the Quartermaine family named Alexander. There's a Quartermaine named Alexandria, who is the niece of Edward Quartermaine and who was engaged to Tony Cassadine back in the day. But Mikos Cassadine froze the both of them back in the day during that Ice Princess storyline. Here's my theory. I think before Alexandria died, or could have died, maybe she got pregnant, had a baby, named him Alexander, and boom, here comes Roger Howarth. That could be. So he could be a Quartermaine / Cassadine. As him being the new Franco, I don't buy it. I'm not buying that. Or, think about this. What if he is Valentine Cassadine? Remember the one Helena was talking about, her stepson, Valentine, Mikos' bastard child? What if he's Valentine? That's an alternative. He could be. I'm pretty sure he's a Cassadine or a Quartermaine or both. He has to be. But I'm digging Roger Howarth's new character because he's so devious, like quiet. I think he's more darker than Todd Manning. I think if you look at him, I think he's very dark. Like as far as his character. Anyway, they're still doing this chew bullshit where everybody got sick off the relish and stuff like that. So Elizabeth got sick off the relish and Nikolas went to go tend to her. AJ and Tracy are sitting on the set blaming each other, and AJ went back there to go get some help, and he bumped into Elizabeth. Him and Nikolas got into an argument about who should take her to the hospital, of course, and then they both took her. Tracy was sitting here talking to the big fat guy, Mario or whatever. I don't know his name. And I don't care about his name. And he told her to pretty much get the hell away from him with her poison relish. So AJ and them took Elizabeth to the hospital. Carly was there talking to the nurse, trying to figure out where the hell Morgan and Michael are. And AJ bumped into Carly and he told her about Elizabeth, and you know Carly was making her sarcastic jokes, and him and Carly was telling AJ about Michael and Morgan and stuff like that, and AJ offered to help, which I think is nice because I mean, of course, AJ don't give a damn about Morgan, really. That's not his son. But if it involves Michael, of course he wants to help. I don't blame him. Shit, Morgan ain't his son. But if it involves Michael and this is dangerous, I don't blame him. So anyway, Michael was at, he showed up to Ava Jerome's apartment, and Lauren Jerome opened the door. Lauren Kiki Jerome, and no, I am not calling her Kiki. I'm going to be calling her Lauren. Some people feel that Kristen Alderson and Chad Duell should hook up on the show again. Why? If they are related, cool. Let her hook up with Morgan. Because they already tried Star and Michael. Now Star is no longer on the show, and now Kristen Alderson is Lauren. I mean, come on. Chad Duell and Kristen Alderson are dating in real life. Isn't that good enough? Why do we need to see them dating on the show if they're already dating in real life? Let that be that. I'd rather her date Morgan and just let her and Michael be cousins. To me, that's better. Because they already tried to hook them up on the show. So why do it again? Like, it gets boring. For me, it do. So anyway, she opens the door. She's a brunette. She looks good. And Morgan comes out with bandages on because of his messed up ribs, and he kisses Lauren, and Michael looks disgusted and jealous at the same time because, of course, I think Michael definitely wants to hook up with Lauren, but he doesn't know that that's his cousin, or so we think. We don't know. So they start getting into an argument, and Michael suspects that she's setting Morgan up, but Morgan doubts it. And she claims that she's just trying to help Morgan get back the money. But Michael doesn't believe her. Michael thinks that Lauren is playing Morgan, and Morgan is acting like a jackass. And Morgan, a knock comes at the door. Some kids that Lauren invited over to play poker, they all came with $10,000 apiece. So Michael tells Morgan that he told Carly where they were, and Morgan got upset. But then Michael told Carly that he told her that they were in Manhattan, but he didn't tell her the apartment. He just told her the hospital. So, anyway, Sonny and Shawn are in a jet on their way to Manhattan or whatever, or I guess to find Morgan and Michael. And Sonny was telling Shawn all about his life, with Mike being addicted, a gambler. He had a gambling addiction. And he told Shawn about Michael's hard life and the fact that he never wanted Morgan to go through that same thing. That's the reason why Carly sent Morgan away. It's to keep him safe. But I think they protected him too much to the point where now he's in trouble. Anyway. Sam bumps into Mark Clay or whatever, Stephen Clay's brother. I am so sick of this. After today, I am no longer talking about Michael Easton being on the show. And I'm not talking about his character because I'm not interested. I feel like he does not belong on this fucking show. He just doesn't belong. I'm sorry he don't, and I don't accept him on this show. Some of you may accept him on the show, but I never will. And that's just my opinion. Whoever don't like it, too bad. I don't like the guy. I'm just saying, he belongs on One Life to Live in Landview with the rest of his other co-stars. That's where he belongs. He doesn't belong on the show. But anyway, I'll talk about it today. But after this, I'm not talking about it because I don't care for it. Anyway, she bumps into Mark Clay. She thinks he's Caleb and Stephen Clay or whatever, and that he somehow escaped death again. And he tries to assure her that he's not him, and he tells Sam that Stephen Clay was his brother. Blah, blah, blah. So Sam was frantic. She wanted to call 911, and and then she called Molly to see if the baby was okay and where was he. Danny looks so I like Danny. That's a quiet baby. Like, he doesn't cry or make any noise. Like, he's just still. Anyway, Molly was talking with Rafe, and Rafe had a black eye because TJ punched him in it. And Rafe was telling her that his conversation with Sam was about the fact that he was in love with Molly, but Sam felt like his love for Molly was more about his mom being gone and him being lonely, but he still has love for Molly. And Molly tells him that they could just be friends and stuff like that. And then they hug, and that's when TJ walks up. So anyway, at the diner, TJ was talking to Felix about him and Rafe and Molly, and the fact that him and Molly broke up, and she told him to go to the prom with somebody else. So he's broken up about it. He's upset, and Felix tries to give him some advice and stuff like that, but Felix is a little upset because he gives people good advice about their relationships but could never get his relationship straight. I was laughing at the whole conversation between TJ and Felix, because they do look like they could be related. But I like them hanging out, talking and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because Shawn wasn't there to give advice, and it's always good to get advice from an outside source who's not biased. So I'm definitely respectful about that. Anyway, Morgan, like I said, Morgan is a little jackass. He's starting to piss me off. He should listen to Michael. I feel like Morgan is trying to be too independent too fast, and he doesn't know what he's dealing with, because these guys he's dealing with are not the type you want to piss off. So it's best if he just listens to Michael and shut the hell up and do what Michael wants him to do. So my guess is Morgan, when he gets back to Port Charles, he's probably going to move in with Michael, most likely. I just hope they do not put Lauren with Michael. Please don't do that. I am so done with these people pairing them with the same people. It's so boring. Anyway, I hope all of you have a great day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. See you later.